Hey guys, today is a fragrance video and we're going to be talking about Aromatics in Black by Clinique. This is a brother, a companion fragrance to the Aromatics in White, for which you've seen me film the review if you're watching my channel. Check it out. I loved this fragrance and I think it's super wearable, work appropriate fragrance. And the companion fragrance in Black is, as you would have guessed, an evening scent. This is a genius idea of how to release fragrances. Elizabeth and James famously did the same thing. They did Nirvana Black, Nirvana White, and they're layerable. I'll be filming a separate video about how I layer those two together, but the idea is the same and it's a beautiful way to wear fragrances. However, if you're going to do that, to me, you need to release stellar quality. Exceptional stellar quality, and I think in this pair, we have that. Thank God. I was sort of walking around testing these fragrances out for about 1.5 years before I purchased them. I think I first smelled them when they were released, and then I kind of kept going back and forth, getting samples here and there, and sort of trying to figure out which one I wanted, and I ended up with both. And both are totally worthwhile. Very beautiful fragrances. Clinique did an absolutely stellar job with construction of these fragrances. Ingredients are high quality. I do not feel like there is anything in either of these two scents that is plasticky or unpleasant or odd or rancid or turns on you. Of course, it's skin dependent. For me, I'm very picky with fragrances, so whenever I find something high quality like this, I just want to scream off the top of the roof, and so here I am explaining it to you guys. Ingredient deck is wonderful in terms of the quality of lab-derived particles. All the notes in this fragrance, as well as in white, are very believable. So let's dive into who would wear this. Who the heck would wear this? I will, and I do. This fragrance is, to me, embodiment of highest quality cashmere blend. It has so much beautiful texture to it. You can almost feel it with your fingertips. It's gorgeous, and it's really interesting how they constructed the scent. The base and what really defines the fragrance is an interesting combination of tonka beans, a bit of benzoin I feel like is there, although it's not listed, and myrrh. The myrrh is this slightly sweet resinous scent, but mixed in with tonka beans and chilled out by some of the other notes I'm going to talk about. This is really, really soft and buttery, and you almost feel the texture of cashmere or something very, very soft and cozy as you're smelling this. This is a really, really beautiful scent, very cozy, very elegant, very cat-like, somewhat of a Catwoman scent. There's tons of sex appeal here, but zero vulgarity. And many scents out there, or there are sweeter scents, have a lot of vulgarity when you really smell it, which is fine. This is what they're going for. This is the style. None here. This is elegance and pure sophistication, but in a sexy ass form. You have almost panther-like softness when you smell this, and the beautiful part of the scent really comes from this combination of myrrh and tonka bean, but also there are some white florals here. There's a touch of osmanthus, some jasmine, really a hum of very beautiful white florals, but they're not the top star of this composition. What gives it a lot of character and personality is a sweet, juicy, gorgeous, sugary plum. And that note can really go south very fast because it does reference a lot of fruity, floral, sort of boopity boop, but none of that is here. It's very, very elegant. It's a deep, gorgeous, sophisticated plum, and it plays just the right amount of sweetness into this whole myrrh tonka bean game. It is really, really beautiful, and there's just a touch of freshening up of this scent, and that comes from grapefruit. I don't really smell grapefruit or any kind of citrus in here. This is not what it's about. It is about just slight lift, slight citrusy lift that is ever so apparent, barely apparent really, and just lifts that composition, which is quite a heavy composition, just a touch, just lifts it up and just gives it a little bit of airiness. So that's why I'm talking cashmere here. It's not a dense, heavy sort of knit that just covers you up. We're talking about light, feathery light cashmere that warms you up and cozies you out without being stuffy or dusty or complicated. And this is not a complex scent. The notes are easily distinguishable, but there's just so much soft beauty to it. It's very, very feminine. So, you know, obviously I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a really gorgeous composition. It was thought through. It was done by a master. And this really makes sense in conjunction with the white one, although they do not share the same notes, but they're to the same quality and they have very different purposes. So I do feel like, at least for the winter time, because I hadn't tested those fragrances in the summer, if you get the white and the black, that's really all you need. That can be your complete perfume wardrobe, because that's going to dress down or dress up any occasion, and they do mix very well together. I'll film a separate fragrance review for that, how to layer them and what proportions I use and what kind of results I end up with. But I highly recommend you check out both white and the black. The black is the sexier, nighttime, heavier scent, and the white is business, slightly sterile, and but feminine and powerful fragrance. So, I mean, I am absolutely floored. Very happy with the quality, very happy with the scent composition. I think they're very well made fragrances, and I cannot recommend you enough to go and try them out, because I do think that out of the two, at least, depending on what kind of style you like and what your life is like, at least one of them is definitely going to capture your attention. Let me know, have you tried the black and what do you think of it? Because to me, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous composition, very, very beautiful and elegant, and can basically make it into any kind of a scent wardrobe and make it better. And that's it for today. I hope you have a good day. See you guys later. Bye-bye.